Barcelona's off-field problems have suddenly become front-page football news. La Liga has refused the club's request to swap the matchday 4 fixture with Valencia so that the game could be played at Mestalla. And that refusal leaves Barca facing a very public venue crisis for the weekend of September 13-14. With the Spotify Camp Nou unavailable because of ongoing renovation work, Barcelona had been trying to find a workaround, either by moving the fixture elsewhere or by swapping dates. But the governing body's rejection leaves the club scrambling for solutions that are fast, legal and acceptable to fans. The immediate shock is logistical. Barcelona has an agreement to use the Estadi Olympique Louis companies at Montjuic until February 2025. Yet that particular weekend is already booked for a major concert, reportedly post-Malone, which rules Montjuic out as a short-term fix. That turns the theoretical backup into an impossible option for Valencia's visit and forces the club into a humiliating juggling act where the only realistic alternatives are the capacity-limited Johan Cruyff Stadium inside Barcelona or Xiana's Montilivi across the region, neither of which is ideal for what should be one of the headline fixtures early in the season. Think about what this actually means on the ground. Ticketing teams have to rework allocations, season ticket holders face disruption, hospitality contracts and corporate guests must be informed, and matchday staffing and security plans need to be reconfigured, all within a shrinking window. From a sporting point of view, playing in a smaller stadium or outside the city could blunt the home advantage Barcelona relies on, changing atmosphere, noise levels, and even influencing player readiness. Commercially, the club risks lost revenue from fewer seats and dissatisfied VIP partners, and the optics of a big club being forced to hunt for an emergency venue are plainly damaging to the brand. The situation underlines that this is not merely a scheduling hiccup, but a symptom of deeper infrastructure and planning friction. Stadium renovations are complex and expected, but coordination with event promoters, league schedules and municipal authorities appears to have left Barcelona vulnerable at a critical moment. Journalistic reporting has been clear about the immediate cause. La Liga's decision, as reported by Isaac Fauto in Cope, insists the fixture swap won't be allowed, which removes one of the escape routes Barcelona had been exploring. That leaves the club to prioritise between an undersized but local Johan Cruyff Stadium, which would limit capacity dramatically, and the politically sensitive option of moving the game to Girana's Montilivi, which would mean asking fans to travel and accepting that a marquee match will feel less like a true Camp Nou experience. Both choices carry trade-offs. Short-term convenience versus fan goodwill, and preserving matchday income versus maintaining the integrity of the home fixture experience. Club officials must also consider broadcast obligations and how a smaller venue affects production value and contractual rights with broadcasters who plan their coverage months in advance. There are operational silver linings to note. Barcelona's Montjuic agreement remains valid for later dates, and by the time they meet Getafe on September 2021, the turf and logistics are expected to be back in order after the concert. The Valencia clash, however, will remain a stubborn outlier unless a last-minute, mutually acceptable solution is found. Fans will be watching closely not only for where the game ends up being played, but how transparently the club communicates the decision and compensates ticket holders. This episode raises broader questions about how top clubs manage stadium renewals while maintaining season continuity. Are contingency plans strong enough? Are event bookings being coordinated effectively with municipal partners? And can governing bodies introduce more flexible mechanisms to prevent headline-making clashes between concerts and fixtures? For Barcelona, the next few days are critical. The club needs to finalise a venue quickly to secure ticket sales and begin logistical planning, but it also needs to manage the narrative with supporters who deserve clarity and fairness. Whatever choice is made, Johan Cruyff, Montilivi or an alternative that emerges, the decision will reveal much about the club's operational agility and how prepared they are for the new campaign while the Camp Nou is out of commission. This is more than a seat count problem. It is a test of how a global club balances renovation, commercial relationships, and the expectations of a passionate fan base, and the outcome will set the tone for Barcelona's start to the season.